I have a quick question for you. Have you post in YouTube and you got a lot of comments that thank you for helping me, this content is very useful. However, you notice that these people who are watching your content are not actually taking the next step to book a discovery call with you or to apply for your coaching program. So whatever it is, this is very common, and in today's video I'm going to tell you exactly what to do when you have that. And just a hint, it's more about the path that you have and that you don't have a complete path for it. So I'm gonna show you in this video the right path that you should apply. Now, who am I to tell you this? My name is Gerson. I have 6+ years of experience in marketing and automation. I have worked with coaches in the past. I have worked with local businesses. I have worked with startups, and I have a bunch of experience that I believe it can be very useful and valuable for you. Now, let's jump back into it, right? So, one of the main reasons this doesn't happen, people watch your videos, but they then don't take the next step to book a call with you or acquire your coaching program. The main reason that it happened are 3. So the first one, it is that you don't have a YouTube path. And this is something that I see in so many businesses. Like, they have an awesome video, people are commenting and engaging with it. However, there is no any link in the description, or maybe there is just a general link for the website and that's it. But there is no a real part of what people should do next after they watch the video. Like, this is something that is very important that you clearly indicate. And also, another thing that is also very important is the fact that there is no a lead magnet. Now, this is related to the path, because the lead magnet is actually going to be the next step. So what I recommend for you to do is that instead of directly asking them to book a call with you to do that, instead what you should be doing is to offering them something of value. So that value exchange is gonna make them to get into your list, and then from there on, once they are in your list, is when you will have the opportunity to engage with them, to get them to know you and to build that trust. So whenever they book a call with you, whenever it's the right time, you ask for it and they are more ready for that. So the lead magnet. And the third one, it is the fact that there is no a clear way to book a call. And this is something very easy to solve. However, I see a lot of people just simply having a contact form at the end, and that's it. So if someone wants to work with you, probably they have to fill out that form. They have to wait a few days until this coach responds, and when they have to wait that time, the momentum just lower, and it's very much less unlikely that this person who texts you in the first place is going to convert into a customer. So this is something very easy to solve. Now, let's go now into the real solution, because this is not about adding a calendar in your website or something like that. It is more about building a whole system that retroaliments itself, like it works like a whole one thing, that whenever something fails or whenever your client or your prospect got out of the system, they have a way to come back. So let's jump into it and let me show you what I do and how I call the trust building system. Now, when someone watches a video of YouTube and get engaged, you want to show them the next step. And this is the start of the system. So YouTube should be the entry level of it. And you are gonna see here that I have other platforms other than YouTube. You can have other social media, meta ads. The thing it is that it is an entry level. YouTube is a great platform because it's the one that you are going to build trust over time and is going to pay off. But you can definitely use this system that I'm going to show you in other platforms that you are using on other entry levels. Now, let's say that you have a nice video on YouTube, people are engaged, but then they are not actually getting into applying for your coaching program or booking a discovery call. So you need to offer a YouTube path, and when someone watch a video, the best path that you can offer is to give them something of valuable in advance. So you tell them, you tell them, okay, you can get access to my free scorecard or to my free sheet, and you can learn XYZ. This is something that you are going to leave in the description, but you are not going to just leave that asset right there. What you are going to do is to link the add a link of a lead magnet page. So in this lead magnet page, it is the page where you are going to offer that for free in exchange for their contact details. This is very, very important because when you have the contact details, it will allow you to keep in touch with them over time. So if they don't convert at the first attempt, and I'm telling you, most of the people don't convert at the first attempt, you will have a way to bring them back to this system, to this funnel, right? So they go into the lead magnet, they fill out the short form, which is name plus email. That's it. At this point, I don't recommend you to add phone number yet. Just email. Keep it very, very simple. And then what happens if they opt in? So if they opt in, they are going to go to a thank you page, but this is not a common thank you page. This is just going to be a thank you page in which you are going to talk about your main program, because you want them to book you a call with you, right? So this is where you want to ask them about that. And again, most of the people are not going to do that at this point, and they are just going to stay go into your list, and that's right, because that's what it is. That's how the steps work. However, there is a small percentage of people who will actually book a call directly with you. So this is going to give them the opportunity to do that, to book the call or fill out this application form right here and get into a call with you. Now, if they don't opt in, they will just go into usually into a retargeting campaign if you are doing meta ads or other type of ads. Let's skip this part for now because we are focusing on YouTube. So let's see that they decide to opt in. The retargeting one in YouTube could be to actually show them other videos. So they are a subscriber of yours and you are making videos, so they see other videos, and in those other videos they get inside the path. Okay, so they fill up the simple form, they got the lead magnet, and they are in the sales page, right? And let's say that they decide to go to the next step, which is the form application page, and some of them a few of them are going to actually fill up that form, and most of them are not going to fill out that form. Okay, so what we do when they don't fill out that form, we already have their contact details because we got them here, which means that we have the ability to keep in touch with them, to send them to the automations, and I'm gonna show you how those automations looks like in a while. I just don't want to show you now because it's gonna be a little bit confusing, but those automations are going to be the way back to this system. Now, when they get back to this system and they actually get to fill up the form, they will fill out the form, and if they qualify, they will get into a calendar, and here you want them to book a call. Now, the fill up form is actually more complex usually than the simple form. It is not only about name, email, and phone number. This is going to have more specific questions in which you want to qualify them and make sure they are ready for your say yes when you are in a call with them, meaning that you want to send them also testimonials while you are doing this. Not only reminders, but also testimonials. You also want to send them case studies. You also want to give them reasons to reinforce this decision that they have done. So whenever they go into a call, they are more likely to say yes. But what if they decide not to book a call when they are in the calendar? Okay, so we are tracking all this, and you want to send them an email follow up saying something like, "Hey, you were about to book a call. There is something that we could do." Okay, so this is an email follow up sequence. It's not only an email; it is a really a series of email. I have another video of how a good one should be do, but you should also managing value. So you should be also offering some value here. And in this point is where I recommend to add a webinar. Not here, but at this point, because that could be a very good way to bring them back to the funnel and get them to a calendar. This webinar is evergreen. It could be a video that you record and it's giving them some value, and at the end you are asking them to book a call with you for your coaching program. Okay, so now we are in the call, right? So you have the you have the call, or you may not have the call, because they may show up or they may not show up. What happens if they don't show up, which could be frequent but is fixable if you do the right things. So when they don't show up, when they don't show up, you should have something to bring them back to the call, and this is the email no show up flow. So this is again a series of emails. Really, in general, guys, every time that you see email no show up flow, it is not one email, it's always a series of emails. It's an automation emails which have the role of bring people back to the system, right? So you send them the no show up sequence or the no show up flow, and the intention of that is to bring them here. Now, what if they say yes? If they say if they show up, then did they say yes or not? So if they say yes, awesome, you have a new client, you send them the agreement and the payment link, and you will start with your onboarding emails. Some people does not have those onboarding emails, or even this one, but I definitely recommend you to do that, because the onboarding, the first moments when you have a client, it's going to be very important for them to decide whether they want to keep being with you for a long time or not. So the excitement step, the excitement that they will have here, you want to build momentum on it with some kind of onboarding flow. Right. So, and what if they say no in the call, but what if they actually, sorry, I'm gonna tell you in a different way. What if they actually do not say no in the call, but they say, okay, maybe I need to think about it. I need to talk with my wife. All these kind of objections that we all know. So you have another email sequence for that. So this is again a series of emails, and you want them to bring them to into a second call from there. This is how the trust building system works, and how it is in a very, 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 very quick way to explain that. And this video should give you value in a way that you now want to know what are the steps that you want to apply in your business. What are the steps that you want your prospect to go from viewer to actually booking a call and finally getting a client. This is something that could be set up in your business. Now, before going into the last part, I just want to show you something that I told you before that I was going to show you. We were here before, and some people decide to fill out the application for your coaching program, but some other people won't decide that. So what we do when they decide not to do that? So we already have their contact details, which means that we can send them email campaigns in order for them to come back to this main funnel, and those automations are going to be those. So we are going to send them into a welcome offer, usually 1 or 2 weeks. Then we are going to send them into a conversion campaign who has the objective of actually turn them in, get them to book a call with you. And the system really looks like that. So everything is connected into this. There are all those automations, and that have the objective for them to book a call with you, or some of them have the objective like this one to get previous clients to get back to you if you have a second coaching program or an alternative service like an accountability subscription program or whatever it looks like for you. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I know it looks complex. It's not that complex, even if it looks a lot of things, but I can understand that it could be very overwhelming for you if you are focusing on your coaching business, because you are good at coaching and maybe you are not the best at marketing. So this is something that you could outsource. And let me tell you, this is something that I also do as well. This is what I do. I can help you build a system on your YouTube channel that goes like this. Like it's exactly like that. And once you have this system, you will have a clear path in YouTube to turn those viewers into actual coaching clients. Okay, that is what very important, and this is something that you might need. And in this case, probably you are watching in these videos. So if that's the case, just check the link in the description. You will have a way to book a call with me. And if you are not ready yet, that's okay. I'll give you some resources below. So what I hope is that we keep hanging out together, and you keep watching these videos, because I'm gonna give you a lot of value. But also check also the resources that you have that is going to be also very useful for you. So that's it for this video. I hope you get the value, and of course, like and subscribe if you got that value. Make a comment in the video. I would love to your opinion on what you think about it, and if you have applied something similar to it, and I would love to respond your questions as well in those comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao pescado.